Now, I had some problems with the original OBS edit, so this is my edit work being done live for you guys. I am new at a lot of this, so I am just doing a quick talk over so that you know that this is an edit of an edit work. So we're going to get this fired up and started and try to keep the background noise to a minimum. So this is a recording to re-edit this work. Oh Lord, good morning, y'all. I'm gonna tell you right now, as much as I like to get away from Shantopolis, Heifer has a lot of smack talk yet again. Heifer was in her community tabs, which we're gonna roll this back. I promise you, Barbecue Chillin' did such great edits and condensed the week of Chantal fuck shit into a more palatable, very well edited package for me to pick apart. So you're gonna get a lot more of my reaction because like I said, I am loving the feedback, y'all. Thank you. Thank you for everybody sending people my way too. Welcome to the dark side. Population me. I am like a Sith. So if you came here for a brutal takedown of this heifer, a brutal fair use critique of her lack of a life and lack of work, welcome. But I wanted to play this part just really quick and then rewind it back because I found this funny.
I thought I was broke. I thought I'm not making the views I was. I thought I'm super broke, so we have to buy bargain items. Again.
Yes, bitch. And now I know you watch my shit, but we are gonna roll this back because there was a lot. Like when I say a lot, y'all, that this heifer, just she's really bold. So we're gonna pick you apart, Chantal, because it's fair use. You're a public figure, and it's fair critique. And unlike some people who legitimately subject themselves to your god awful content, I react to reaction channels who take the time to condense down your fuck shit, edit it, make it more watchable than you, and that's what I love about doing this calling out the heifer series. I will not stop saying it. I am here for you and nobody else. I don't care about the interpersonal dramas between other creators or channels. I don't care. My laser focus is on when you cook, when you rage, when you go haram, especially. I'm here to critique you. I can review your shit. If you don't like it, do something about it. Bloop. Let's get this started. Look at this bitch. I didn't realize I didn't have the video yet. There we go. I had the Bond Chronicle stuff up, so apologies. Watching her gyrate is just something else. Ah, the infamous mac and cheese. And old Carbo Queen there, because I had a whole hour-long tangent about this gross meal. I still think that even if she allegedly made it herself, she did the technique wrong. I will not be giving her my family recipe because, unlike her, mac and cheese for African Americans has a cultural significance. The recipe that I've used has been passed down from my family for years, generations even. You don't deserve to know how we make our food. It is not your culture. We already know that you culture vulture a Muslim life. You keep acting like all of a sudden because you put on a hijab and allegedly have relations, because she's really salty about that, we'll get to that later, with your man, that all of a sudden, through osmosis, makes you a Kuwaiti woman? No, it doesn't. You're not even a Kuwaiti citizen. You don't have them papers, so I'm allowed to speculate and possibly believe that you're not one. How's them apples?
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So
Whatever.
Today I have something homemade that I'm super excited to eat. I'll tell you how I made it.
Agreed. Homemade. I love that edit. But the thing that she doesn't seem to get, besides the lack of vegetables, because pickled ginger and pickles that she didn't even like is not a vegetable. You are literally a pre-diabetic woman eating this. And like I said about that wannabe poutine that you keep making that I will keep calling out. You put roasted potatoes, a slop of gravy, and mozzarella cheese. A lot of Canadians have told me they don't consider that poutine either. Stop doing these shit recipes if you don't want people to call them shit. You have shown, like, Marley Hendricks, which I may react to because I love the work that she does, has compiled some of your older cooking videos where you look like you gave a fuck about what you were doing. Even though she did show that your house was dirty back then too, and you did things like letting the cats crawl all over your kitchen. Man, my cat's area is on the side, and she has never crawled on my counters because you train the cats that are in your house because they are part of your family normally. But for you, they were always accessories. And I don't want this to be too long, so I'm not going to go on a cat tangent. But the way she uses Julia now pisses me off. And I will keep calling you the cat abusing helper you are. This meal is not good for a pre-diabetic, though. That was one of the things that I said in the hour takedown of your mac and cheese video. Because you like calling people out. But this is not the meal for a 40-year-old pre-diabetic woman. This is dangerous. The sodium in those pickle things is already high. The sodium that you put on top of that, which makes me believe that you didn't do the full recipe that you said because you had to add more seasoning to it. And one of the compliments I had given you back in the past was at least she seasons her food. But this pre-made, pre-packaged, air-fried bullshit that you put in front of us with too much ketchup, and ketchup is not an allspice, it's embarrassing having to call you out, but it's embarrassing for you, not for me. It's views for me, bitch.
Since I didn't film it.
No one cares!
Exactly.
I'll do cooking videos again for you guys, but I have to be in the right mood. And I feel like
I guess it's her mental health. She's trying to go mental health route again. But you ain't diagnosed. You haven't shown proper proof that you're doing something about the mental health. So we do not give a fuck about your mood. You make money. This is your business. You're tanking your business because you get salty that we make fun of you. But I'm going to ask you this, Chantal. Why are you in these channels? You try to blame Yo Mama and you say it's Yo Mama. I don't know Yo Mama. I don't watch Yo Mama, so I can't even believe that it's the Yo Mama content. It's funny how you legitimately, in both your community tab rant and these videos, tell us that you're in either FFG's channel. You're definitely watching our videos because you take a lot of my vernacular. You're even goofy ass man is saying something later on, and I'm going to have it in this edit, that I know you've been watching my shit. Like, come on, man. You're desperate.
my kitchen has to be spotless, and I just like didn't feel like I don't feel like
She didn't feel like. She don't feel like. It's the one room you are constantly, legitimately constantly in, and you can't keep it clean. I will not stop saying it because I know it's my OCD. I know I have a lot of reasons to constantly keep my house clean besides being a decent person, being a mom, being a good wife. You want to live in a nice, clean place. And the place that you're in constantly, as we can see from the copious amounts of food that she shovels into herself, you will want to keep that space clean. I would think it's like logical. But she stays giving away why she doesn't film now, y'all. Why we won't see her use the pre-packaged stuff because we call that out. Why she doesn't want to show herself leaning on the fridge because she has gotten to her sides. And I say this as a big girl, we're standing is a bit harder. But she's not smart enough to just film the technique, which she used to do. One of the things Marley showed was that she had Pete's, of all people, holding the camera for her so that she could film her cooking. They switched it up. When she got tired, he held it for her. Fat girl to fat girl. It is no shame to that game if you are honest. But you are showing us, without even saying, that that man is not in it for the long haul, isn't a real husband because he can't even help you out with the filming. But he could tape himself eye fucking the camera during your anniversary pretending to be a good actor. Man, get the fuck out of it. Both of you are scammers.
making it spotless right now. I don't know if Salah will like it because he doesn't like his macaroni to be too busy.
And he doesn't want to be a part of your world. He likes the coins you make off of it. He loves the cars he can get out of it, the Louis Vuitton hats, allegedly. But he doesn't want to be a big part of your stuff. You're not going to get those random, hey, I'm going to pop in to see if you're okay moments because he doesn't care about you. He is a contract husband. And I can say it all I want. If it's not true, you wouldn't get so pressed. But we know you get pressed. Your community tabs prove to us you get pressed, bitch.
By that I mean like too many things. Ow.
This is why it took me so long. The last takedown of this, calling out of this heifer, was so excruciating. Because why would you do this to yourself? Is it because you think you're copying Nikocado Avocado again? Because you're not. This is sad. This is really, you're 40. Ma'am, you're 40. Why would you eat like this? And then you say that we're desperate to pay. You do this for views.
Ow. The asymmetrical breading is like impaling my gums.
And if Miss Happy in Kuwait had actual knives and forks proper, because we see the forks and spoons sometimes when she remembers to do the dishes, because she's a dirty hoe, and I'm not going to stop saying it. Clean your house. Find all your utensils. Why don't you have a knife and fork to cut your food? I learned how to use a knife and fork at 5 years old. You're 40 and you're still not able to properly use utensils? Ma'am. Okay. But her husband bought her stuff, ma'am. She's going to go on a rant. I can't wait to get to it. It's hilarious.
Make a book of recipes with my church basement spaghetti.
That was her nan. Elotes. That fish slop. I don't know what the fuck she was doing on her stove. You shouldn't chop on your stove.
Bitch! I am so full.
That was the perfect edit because every time she has shown her cooking, that has been my reaction. What? She wants to make an e-cookbook now. Is it to, like, once again, try to go at me because I made a full, once again, sci-fi novel? Hold on, y'all. Thanks for that segue. Unlike Miss Chantal, I am an actual businesswoman. That is why I can critique her dumb lack of a life for free. She wants to talk about ebooks. You can get my sci-fi novel Axiom in both ebook and paperback form. Because I keep telling you, heifer, this is why you're not trying me. Because I have the life you want. I am a published author. I do the work because I care about my content. Whether it is written form, whether it's this form. So, yeah, you do your ebook. Let's see, because I love to do book reviews. I like to read, unlike you. I would love for you to put out all of those lack of effort recipes so that I can really review it. So please do. I encourage you, author to potential author, do it. And before you go, well, why don't you put out your their family recipes? Some of us, I don't know what fell just now, some of us take our family content, our tradition seriously. We don't need it for coin. So no, you will not say like a 5-year-old, why don't you put out your recipes in the ebook? Because I write actual books, dum-dum. So yeah, thank you for that, a lovely segue to my business so that some of you know why I do this content. Not planning for it to be monetized. If it does, great, but that's not the plan. The plan is to continuously call out this dum-dum for her dumb shit. It is fun for me. And as long as it's fun for me, I will continue to call her out. But let's get back to Barbecue Chillin's amazing edit, because this is already long and I already got my first segue in. Yeah, let's do this.
Oh, because mac and cheese is so rich, and then the noodles, oh my gosh. I guess I have to freeze. There's like so much left.
I don't believe there's so much left. And already the first, great pause. I don't believe there's so much left. You see how much was on that platter-sized plate that she was shoveling into her face? I can tell you this much. Mac and cheese, if done right, is a very carby, very cheesy, very rich food. I only do it once a year now for Thanksgiving because of how heavy the carbs and how much it puts on my body that I don't need at my age. So I am very careful the amount of carbs that my family and I ingest now. And so Thanksgiving is when we do that big mac and cheese casserole. It's delicious. It is done the way it has traditionally been done in my family. And I will not be giving you that recipe effort no matter what you say. Because it is a cultural significance to me, which you can't understand because you don't have a culture. You're a culture vulture.
What? You two know each
I
other.
like that series. That's a good series.
Probably just freeze it, I guess. Eat some for lunch tomorrow, freeze the rest. I don't know.
How are you gonna freeze it? You have like a tiny fridge unit. Did you copy me, Chantal? Are you trying to say you copied me? Because I know in my home vlog, when we moved in, I showed you. We have 2 deep freezers in the house and a deep freezer in our garage. Why? Because we live out in the boonies. We bought land out in a farm area, so we wanted the extra storage for when I pre-cook meals or when we buy meats in bulk, so that we don't have to go out during the winter because we get real winters here. Deep snow winters here. So risking ourselves being out constantly shopping doesn't make sense. We do buy a lot of things that can be preserved, frozen, and reused and repurposed. So unless you're telling me that you did all that in your apartment, which I don't believe you did, I don't believe you did not curvy Hoover all that mac and cheese down your filter face.
That was really good. I think I prefer it with smaller noodles, but I had a bag of huge noodles I've had forever. Because we all prefer the small noodles. I don't even know why I got
That we all, once again, to let you know, she watches a lot of cooking content, probably a lot of TikToks, probably a lot of YouTube, and I know she's watched a lot of me. She is studying me now. And one of the things that I've put up there on Twitter when I used to be on Twitter was my Thanksgiving mac and cheese without giving the full recipe, but showing pictures, showing what I do, showing the elbow macaroni that I buy in bulk because it's cheap. It does not cost much here in the States. I can't speak for Kuwait, but elbow macaroni was always a cheaper product to buy. And no, I do not like Boxcraft mac and cheese. I went on a tangent. I'm not going to do it now. But somebody from Canada, when I used to be friends with these dumb bitches, sent me their Kraft mac and cheese, even though I told them I don't like box mac and cheese. And that shit sat in my townhouse in Durham, got left behind when we moved. I don't like box mac and cheese like that. The processed powders are nasty. I would not even give that to my kid. If he wants mac and cheese, which, like I said, we do the Thanksgiving once a year one. But if he ever said, Mom, I want mac and cheese, it doesn't even take long. It's literally boiled noodles and a cheese sauce. It's not rocket science, Chantal.
a huge bag, like a bag of large noodles. When it comes to pasta, I like smaller noodles.
And the food also is good enough. It's tasty.
Imagine that your one line to convince all of us that you are this happy, content couple and that he likes your food is, the food is good enough. Not, hey, I ate. Thanks, babe. That's all you had to do. I'm giving you lines and tips to improve your lack of chemistry content because this is really sad for me, and I'd rather just pick apart your food instead of just picking apart your food and your lack of a love life. But the food is good enough is not a compliment. But she takes it like it because she's so desperate for affection and attention. Okay. The food is good enough though, y'all. It's good enough.
Dang, son.
Really, you like it?
Yeah, okay.
Dang, son. Okay, I know Salah in his 30s is still trying to be hip and young and cool, but dang, son. So now your vernacular is Ebonics? You're down with Avi like me? Because this is my culture. Dang, son. Yo, dog. Get that bag, bitch. All of that shit is stuff that I say because I'm black. Okay. Keep watching my shit. Maybe you'll upgrade your life better. Maybe you'll talk better. But honestly, y'all need to work on that person-to-person chemistry. That voice from without the room is still weird because you're not eating together, and culturally speaking, it's fucking weird. You're never going to get around that. I don't care how much you whine about it's your privacy. It's weird that you, as a cultural Muslim couple, don't eat together. And for him to just come in and do a voiceover and not really feel like a husband, That's my opinion. I'm allowed to critique you, public figure.
Another success.
Okay, so Foodie went on a community tab rage, and she said,
And I'm gonna warn you right now, this bitch is so salty, it might up your sodium intake. I love that barbecue chillin'. Put all this, I don't even have to really say much. I want you in your own opinions to think about the words this person put on her community tab that she's probably gonna dirty delete, but it's forever now, so you might as well leave it up there. Stand by your words, coward. Let's play this.
also gonna leave this here so newbies can listen to my story themselves.
No one cares.
There's no point addressing brain dead zombie followers of these idiots making their rumors up, but this is what happened. Last time I addressed it, and I believe a certain someone will have a civil case in the future. If you think
Lawsuit.
someone steal my cat and then use her to defame me, wrong.
BBJ is not your cat no more. You rehomed. You took the video down, but the video's forever. We just rewatched it last night, so it's lovely that they archive your shit. Because even if you tried to have a lawsuit in Canada, it doesn't work like it does here in the States, dum-dum. BBJ is no longer your cat. She stopped being your cat, just like Sam stopped being your cat when you rehomed them. That is what rehoming does. As a cat mom, I can tell you, if I ever rehome my cat, which I will not, because I love Callie, I love our outdoor kitties too. Stop calling BBJ your cat. She's not your cat. All things in your life are just accessories. We know it. You know it. I'm not going to go on too long of a tangent about the BBJ thing because as far as I'm concerned, it's over. FFG proved that you were a cat abuser. FFG proved that you were a terrible person. But anybody watching, the dirt and filth that those cats were in when you were in the villa could have told you that without her intervention. So the fact that you were going to euthanize the cat is also documented. So if you did go before a judge, any judge with even remote brains would look at all the evidence that has been collected over the time, over the years, from your own fucking mouth about what you were planning to do to BBJ and just laugh you out of a courtroom. That is my assessment in this whole fucking situation. Once again, you lose, Chantal. Take the L and shut the fuck up.
I am patient, but I will not back down. Not cutting an elderly cat's nails, which grow super fast apparently compared to younger cats, which is why Sam's nails.
It wasn't just the nails. Go to French Fry Girl or Frenchy Dose. I'm not sure which community tab again, because there's so much to ingest from this. And I know it's either one of those channels. She put the medical records in the community tabs. You try to dehydrate the cat. You try to starve the cat. The vet has no reason to lie. The vet is a neutral, impartial person. We don't even need to go back to whatever fuck shit video you want to put out talking about the cat's nails. It was more than the cat's nails. You were literally trying to make BBJ's health as bad as possible so that that end of life consultation you were trying to get would mean that you put her down and then you could get sympathy for BBJ. And now BBJ is living her best thriving life and you cannot stand it because your alleged mortal enemy, because it's more one-sided than you think, she is living her best life off of your misery, and you can't stand that. Oh well, maybe up your life game, and she wouldn't be able to clown on you.
Were fine, while being out of the country because you checked mid-trip on video and they were fine, does not make.
But she loves her cat so much that she ran for this contract husband to Kuwait, and now she just can't. You said you weren't going to talk about the cat anymore. You said it with your own fucking fatty lips. And you won't stop talking about the cat. Because this is the only way for your sad ass life to get views. But I thought you didn't want views. I thought you were fine losing everything and that you and the contract husband will be okay. Stop bringing up the cat if you don't care. But we know you do because it's the biggest L you had on this site. And I am so glad that we can keep reminding you over and over again that you are a fucking cat abuser.
Make you an animal abuser. An elderly cat with health, I think that's what she meant to say, with health problems also does not make you one. Keeping a suffering, emaciated cat alive for clout does make you one. Also, animal
Keeping a cat that is thriving, that is able to take amazing photoshops for different merch, living her best life, donating funds to animal rescues. No, she's not a cat or animal abuser. I know you like to keep throwing her past in her face, but she's not a vlogger, so you just look like a stalker. Chantal, you are not going to win this argument with those of us who think and know from everything we have seen of the shit you've put out there, shit that's been archived about you, that you are an animal abuser. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, your own words and actions are being aptly used against you, bitch. Don't like it? Get off the internet.
control came 3 times and saw no neglect or
Prove that then. You said animal control came 3 times and proved nothing. Who the fuck cares? It is the word of a liar with liabilities saying that. So until you show us contradictory proof, shut the fuck up. We don't believe you.
abuse, and one of those times was while I was in Kuwait. So I also have that to back me up. I also have you more.
So are you trying to throw Pete under the bus? Because I know this video. It's been circulating for over a year now of him allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly because I didn't watch it. I don't like seeing animals harmed. So when people said that it's a video of him allegedly, for me, shaking BBJ, I was like, I don't want to see that. So if that's who you're throwing under the bus, we know you got a history. I might react to it because there's a really twisted history between her and Pete, and the way she has psychologically abused him over time, made him dependent on her, then tossed him away several fucking times. Pete, if you ever by accident wander into this, because I know you're trained to defend her, let this go. She is not good for you. She is toxic for your soul. And you do so much better when she is not in your life. Let her go. She is not worth defending. You see how she treats you. You see how she treats her friend. She will throw you under the bus for a fucking lawsuit that is not going to get anywhere. Now, all of a sudden, she was in Kuwait. And the one time that alleged abuse happened, what the fuck even is that? She is trying to throw all the bad on that cat on you. Stay your distance from this toxic heifer. That's the only warning I will give you in this, because I know it's hard to let go somebody you think cares about you. But Foodie has shown over and over again she does not care about anybody but herself. So please stop letting yourself be her whipping and doormat. Let's get this popping, man. I'm getting pissed.
Admitting to the scheme to get my cat, so thanks for being dumb and incriminating yourself. Chef's kiss. She's talking about the cat again. I don't understand why she keeps talking about the cat.
I don't
Nobody
either.
cares anymore.
Nobody.
And
None.
She has it. It's cool. Just get over it.
Over it.
Anyway, she then later said, "Oh, talking about someone who is deceased is low. You mean how Corey means Yaba, and Gang spoke about Lil Mama's."
No living being.
Great. Thanks for the pause, YouTube. I needed it because honestly, it's haram to be talking ill of the dead. I don't care what she says. It's gross. And I know you watched my video because I took you down and you're still not brave enough to come at me directly. So fuck you. Until you are, don't say shit out your mouth. It is low. I don't know Little Mama. I don't care about Little Mama. I don't know these people well enough. I am still finding out stuff about y'all because I'm not in the commentary community like that. I am adjacent enough to use reacts to react to. So I'm hoping, because everybody said Yaba is really good with taking you down. So I'm looking forward to finding more of their content because I feel like we are on the same page with calling out and critiquing your fuck shit in a way that is more like us. Older people who don't give a fuck. But you talked in a live not a few videos ago about how the farms are this and that and they go low and they go real life, and you brought up this person's stuff saying that you did it to defend I guess follower of yours. You always seem to have a convenient excuse for why you can do things. You hypocritical hippo heifer. Fuck you. I'm tired of her because she made a whole content thing about how people are obese. Yeah, I'm fat, but I'm exercising. I'm doing the thing, and I got a man who likes touching me. You can't say the same things that it makes you press, and I love pressing those buttons. Bitch.
should ever
Let's
eat
get through
processed food
this.
for every single meal
No,
of their life.
no dog, no cat. This is a good ad because, yeah, this is how you should take care of your animal.
Husband after
Perfect
her
video.
passing,
Perfect.
Please save it.
Perfect
Trust
ad.
police for someone who cares. I have zero sympathy for someone who has been attacking me for money for years. I only mentioned her deceased ex to compare how her chosen partners are way worse and how she has the audacity.
But why did you need to even do that? You claim to be a secular Muslim woman. You claim to be in a better place. You didn't have to do any of this. You could have proved to all of us haters that you're living your best life by not engaging in this. But you know nobody's coming to your sad ass channel without this shit. So if you want to go low, don't be mad when people drag you down. When we drag your ass for the filth it is, your filthy ass. Don't clean your house, heifer. Like I said, even last time when I went off on your ass, the sun came out because even karma knows that I am calling out your fuck shit. And, you know, it's not that hard to leave shit alone. If people are talking shit about you and that shit don't apply, if you're not pressed, you would just let it be. We'd all look like hater ass bitches stalking your life. You do crap like this, dirty ass, sneaky ass, cowardly ass crap like this, and then you don't want to be called out because most reaction channels only want to react to your content. They don't go low. I know you like to lump us all together. I am not. I am a reacted reaction channel. I know it feels like Inception at this point. So I can be classified as a critique channel, especially. I don't think I'm that much of a hate channel, but I do cuss a lot. I do call out your dirty fuck shit life a lot. So yeah, call me a hater. I don't care. But the fact that you can't attack me directly is pretty funny. You go after this person's life, like, dude, for real? And then you say that you don't go low? You're going low. It's here for everybody to see.
Make up crap about Salah and I. Talking vile things about our bodies and speculating on our sex life and saying he's a user of...
If it doesn't apply, why don't you let it fly? But you're pressed because everything we've said, and we know you hang out in the chat. Why do you hang out in places we talk shit about you? Like, you give it away. If it don't apply, let it fly. But if it applies and it hurts your feelings, and we love that for you.
And a bum, etc., every day. No sympathy.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's the edit that she put in there.
Doesn't change
The
shit.
original community post. Hey Corey, trash human. You have some nerve making dumb accusation about my man being a loser for using me. Thought I was broke though. Which one is it, moron?
I said it in the last takedown, and you can go watch that too. Come fight me, bitch. Both things can be true. You could be somebody struggling for coin now because you used to be balling. You could be struggling for coin and paying off that partner with the few coins you make, shoveling copious amounts of food in your face. We do not care about your funds. We like calling you a broke ass bitch because it gets under your thick skin.
How about... the moron gets me all the time. How about let's look at your love life story. First off, your ex was an addict and overdosed, leaving 2 children behind.
This is how she doesn't go low, y'all. Secular Muslim woman doesn't go low, putting this out there about a deceased husband. This is why I said she likes to try to tussle on these internet streets, but then act like the victim when we fight her back, when we drag her back. This is the low she goes to, but then acts like she's just an innocent victim. Innocent people don't bring up people's deceased husband, don't bring their kids into a fight. You could have found out shit about Yaba and talked about Yaba directly, but you have to go low. And then you don't want people to make comments about your robotic partner life, this fake ass marriage of yours, the fact that you're a broke ass, dirty ass house having bitch. Like I said, you wanted this fight, bitch. So we are giving you this fight. Just saying.
Still talking about children.
Mm-hmm.
And had a criminal record. Second, your new lover repeatedly used to call your kids ugly and other names. Now you move her in? Who would do that? You're all bigger degenerate.
So, in the degenerates part is how I know she watched my video, because I called her, Nader, and Dee Dee degenerates because you were on video doing alleged drugs. I hate having to use alleged, but whatever. Use are degenerate. You, Nader, Dee degenerates. I'm not afraid to say that. If either of those two ever tried to come at me, I would slap them back too. I'm slapping all three of your former Canadian lifestyles back because yous were documented degenerates. I know you love that new word now because you stole it from me. Have at it, bitch. I will slap it back to you because this is a fight. Y'all are degenerates, okay? Point blank. Also, talking about somebody's criminal record when you are documented in a car, whining about people bringing up Natter when you were chasing Natter, that 3-week booty call that you tried to turn into a real relationship. We weren't allowed to talk about his past criminal records, and people shouldn't bring that up. You brought up somebody's deceased spouse's criminal record? You're a hypocrite, Chantal. And I will not stop calling and critiquing out your shit because you are a coward hypocrite who is in a contract relationship, who is a broke ass bitch, who is salty because you can't prove that you're in a fabulous Kuwaiti wife life. So it's fun to make fun of the sad comedy that is your life. Point blank.
Right, because at least with your case, there's proof of all this. With us, you just have your pathetic conspiracies contrived. Big word for you, I know. From your...
Oh, she's trying to sound smart, y'all. You'll never be on my level smart, so no. I don't think those are big words. I think you could have used better words. But you are trying so hard to live that fraudulent foodie life, and we love that for you, heifer.
And scams 5 brain cells combined. Your love interests are and have been way bigger losers just like yourself. I suggest finding a better career than making fun of
bigger losers than a man who's literally with you to get Canadian citizenship. I know you don't have green cards like they do here in America, but I'm telling you, if you really believe that that man is in it for the long haul, that you're going to be happy together, you wouldn't be raging in this community tab. And instead of being smart enough to build your business around the 90-day fiance angle that your relationship is giving us, you're not even smart enough to do that right, Foodie. You keep trying to say it's privacy. We know you're trying to get them papers for him. So who the fuck cares what you say? Because once again, the rule with watching you or knowing anything about you is that every other word out your mouth is a fucking lie. The fact that you're this pressed, that you had to make this long-ass novel, and I appreciate a good read, but this isn't a good read. It's a sad read, of a alleged clapback to somebody who is literally not a vlog channel, is just a reactor to your fuck shit content, who still makes your fuck shit content interesting to watch, is hilarious. But you can't even hit at us in a concise manner. You're trying to hit at everybody. You call somebody obese. Bitch, you're sitting on the floor eating a platter full of food. You mukbang your life. So even if my fat ass, you want to pick apart my fat ass for laying here and critiquing you, go ahead. Make it funny though, heifer. But what you're not going to do to other reaction channels is force them to show themselves for your pleasure so that you can try to pick them apart, because we know you're going to go low. Go low with me. I told you, I'm out here. You want to tussle, let's tussle. You want the drama, let's bring it. But you know I will hurt your feelings because I can pick you apart both verbally and mentally. Biatch. Seriously, y'all. She don't want this. She is so afraid. You can tell.
Fat women online, like yourself, you're obese. Need I remind you, for the sake
Still better looking than you. Said it in the fight video, mean it. I'm obese. Yes. Still better looking than you, filter face. Come on now. Volley it back. I dare you. My man touches me. You can't prove yours touches you. At all. Can you? You're private. You're secular. It's convenient that you do that when you used to be really out there about everything you did. But you can't do that because it's haram. You could get yourself kicked out, right? Whatever. You're not being touched. We know it. Sad.
Poor kids who have to live with a woman who verbally abused them at one time.
This is all alleged from a liar who lies. Yaba, I don't know you well yet. And I know you don't need me defending you. I know you don't need people sticking up for you at all because you're a real one from everything I heard. You'll probably take a lot of this shit and throw this right back in that bitch's face. But I will say this. I don't like the fact that she's trying to drag your kids. One of the things I had a problem with the way you threw your 32-year friendship with Shannon, I think it's 32 years. I don't know how. I don't know the timeline. I just know that Shannon was your best friend and you treated her like shit too. And then you talk shit about her kids, which is another reason I don't have a problem going low with you, Chantal, in my critiques. You are a disgusting person who is jealous because you're a barren ass bitch. And once again, I will remind you at 46 years old, because I've been taking care of myself, taking care of my uterus, that I will be having my partner's kid because I want to and because I can make that choice. And I know that bothers you. Bloop.
Talk about pathetic. And no, I don't watch your content. I saw it through your mama. Like, that makes it better.
The fact that she is in your mama, and your mama great. She is throwing you under the bus yet again because she's not brave enough to say she sits in these chats, which we know. She sits in these chats. Even if she's also watching your recap of stuff because allegedly you take people down, the fact that she's making it seem like you side with her cat abusing, no life having ass, I will never watch your content either. It is ridiculous. The fact that you're cheerleading this heifer from hell. But okay. Good. Everybody needs a pump-up partner, I guess. I guess that's you. Great, yo mama. Continue to be Chantal's cheerleader. Wow.
If you don't want to see anything about you, just don't watch it through any reaction channel.
Duh.
I don't understand that. Thanks to whomever sent me this. At the 54...
This I'm going to skip because I don't give... The BBJ shit is over. It's over. She keeps... Like she said, she was done with it. She's above it. She's in the good life. But she's going to pray. Whatever. I'm tired of her milking the BBJ stuff. It's all archived. Anybody who can watch everything that went down and still be on this chick's side, you're a degenerate just like her, and I have no other words for you. I don't care about Foodie and this cat no more. I want to get back to the stuff that I do like to critique about her. She is so... Oh, yeah, the team card. Great. Let me get to this part. Because honestly, the BBJ stuff, it's over. She lost. Take that fucking L. Take the L. She is so pressed about this fucking cat. And she didn't take care of the cat. So that's it.
The thing is, people don't believe that she checked her nails before leaving to begin with.
We don't.
She doesn't get that. People don't believe she...
We don't believe it. And on top of that, to end this, yet again, you are on record saying that you were going to get the end of life, your words, check. Because you wanted to euthanize that cat. The cat was saved. The cat is living its best life. Leave BBJ's name out your motherfucking mouth, you cat abusing bitch. That's it. Let's go, because this shit is hilarious. Our car is a cheap Temu car? You know, $7,499.30. Like, why did you have to put, like, man. Your car had a fire extinguisher underneath your seat. I ain't never seen no shit like that. You pumped it up, acting like it was a Mercedes class fucking SUV. And it's a Chinese model. No hate with that. You got a hoopty to get you from point A to point B, but you were the one trying to flex on us, no life having basement dwellers, as you like to call us, when we pushed back and you sat in that fucking channel because we know you're there, Chantal. You can't help yourself. This is what you do. Like, you give us the buttons, man. Let's barbecue chillin'. Say it best.
Car is a cheap Timo car. You know, $7,499 is...
Don't care.
Canadian dollars, right?
Don't care.
And yes, you can finance, but the reality is, you have no idea.
And this is how we know. A, you were in FFG's chat. You stay in there. B, you watched the video that I said about financing. Dumb. Like, I get it. I get that you do not make good financial decisions. You don't make good life choices either. Like I said, if you were not pressed by the shit people said about you, you would let it go. But you can't let it go. You won't let it go. And if you can't let it or won't let it go, we will be here to critique and pick it apart. For real. Like, this press is so fucking funny, though. Because you swear all the time that you don't watch. You were only in Yo Mama. Yo Mama didn't say anything about your fucking Temu card that I know of. So, what are you talking about? Like, you know, you are literally using the vernacular of FFG's channel, of my takedown of you. of everything we've been saying about your fucking crappy ass car. So why are you lying? Why do you have to lie so much?
Of our situation, but you can keep being wrong. It's funny at this point how bitter people are sounding. If you really have no other content than to
Mirror.
obsessively try to contrive dumb
I need to start getting the hand mirror out for this shit.
Etc., you really need a life and stop worrying about ours because you will never know our private lives. We owe you nothing.
Yeah. I know you watched my fight video now, bitch. I said the reaction channels owe you nothing because they are literally transforming your lack of life nonsense. So if you owe them nothing, when they stop reacting to the nothing you give them, don't cry when your views completely tank. Your dumb ass don't know how to run a business ass heifer. Like, it's not that hard to tell you that the people who don't monetize their life don't owe you their life. But you are the one who made your career off of putting your life out there. Now you don't want to give people the things that they want. Like, she's exhausting. She is for real exhausting. But I'm glad that I got to do a retake of that mac and cheese stuff and edit it down, really condense it, because it's fuck shit. She is fuck shit. Ketchup's not an allspice, and I won't stop saying that shit either.
Then she made an edit and she said even the base model is $30K.
She's really pissed about that car price, y'all. Like, get better cookware. I don't give a fuck about your car. I'm not going to stop saying that. Don't give a fuck about your car, Chantal. You give more of a fuck about us calling your car cheap in a chat that you probably shouldn't have been in because you know we're all just there to talk smack about you. Like, if I knew there was a conflux of heifers sitting there talking shit about me, I'm not going to sit there. Even if it was funny, because why would I do that to myself? But when you like yourself, when you're in a good place, when you're working on your mental health and your physical health, you don't let this shit press you. We know this shit presses you because you're not in a good place. Keep showing us you're miserable, though. It's funny. Really funny.
Like, people were saying, oh, she bought, what is this car from? Temu? Like, people were just clearly messing with her, and she took it personal, man.
Yes!
So personal. She even made a video about it. That's crazy.
So, anyways, Bismillah. This is, Mafe.
And once again, because I did take the feedback, thank you so much for those who said that the Unicorn Pondu feedback that I did, the quick one, that the sound was low. I will get better at that. I do apologize. I thought, because I'm listening through headphones, that you heard the same volume of sound. I did turn Barbecue Chillin' up. If it's too loud, please let me know. I do take constructive criticism feedback seriously because I want you to be able to enjoy the content. And I know my ass is loud, so I do want to try to make the levels good because I know some people listen through their earbuds. I know some people have me on different mediums, and I want the sound quality to be okay. I'm a sound person, so I do like not having sounds being great, and this is why it's hard to get through her mukbang. I don't like the sound of chewing, period. It's irritating to me. But we're going to get through this yet again just a bit because it's more a condensed version of this god-awful stew. It is stew season here in the States. It's colder weather for a lot of us up north here. So yeah, making stews is normal. Even using peanut butter. But one of the tips that I did give, and I mean it, if you're going to use a fatty or oily making meat, if you're going to use ingredients that might be cooked in oil-based stuff like peanut butter, separate or emulsify so that you don't have those fat pockets on top, because that shit's nasty and it's not a good cooking process. Point blank, period. Learn how to fucking cook. And no, I would not want an ebook from her, but I would pick an ebook of her slop apart because that would be fun for me.
Or, which is a West African dish, but and you guys have seen me make this before. It's always a recipe that's
with BB. Are you trying to allude to BB, the one actual real love in your life that you did dirty because you're a narcissist who cannot accept that love isn't always constant in your face affection, isn't always reassuring you because you need to reassure yourself? You wore that poor man down. You cheated on him from everything that I've been finding out about you. You treated him like dirt and then ran back to Pete's the moment he dumped your ass. So yeah, bringing up food with you with BB when you treated BB like garbage, not a good look, Chantal. And I know you wanted my hater ass to bring that up. So thank you. I will. BB is the one that got away, and I'm glad he did. I hope he's living his best life because he's one of the few people adjacent to your world that doesn't seem like a piece of shit.
From my past, but it stuck with me, and I love to make it once in a while. I crave it. It's basically just beef stew with tomato and peanut. We've been just living very uneventful lives, but it's peaceful.
I'm obsessed with oil.
Thank you for the break, for fuck's sake. This bitch, in a few lives of herself, has tried to live extravagant lives. She can't pick a lane, so I'm not even going to tell her to pick a lane anymore. I don't care. It's just funny picking apart her content. The thing is, even if you were living a lack of a life, look, I've told people, home life is just that. It's home life. It's not really interesting to me. Even my life, which I enjoy. I'm a geek, so I know home life is home life. But you have literally made this your business, dum-dum. And you sit there talking about, oh, you're trying to act like you're the victim. But fair use and fair critique of your content is fair use and fair critique of your content. And dragging you, especially when you go low, like the way you did in that community tab, is fun for me. Like, this is like Jerry Springer level. You came here for the lows, y'all. I know you are, and I see you. Hi, community.
Dupes for high-end, expensive perfumes.
No, that shit looks like it smells. No, thank you.
Which is why we're so, like, dumbfounded. The amount of people on the internet who just...
I will agree. I'm dumbfounded the amount of people that think this trash-ass, dirty house having, a cat abusing bitch is interesting. But as long as they do and condense your fuck shit down to palatable watching, I will definitely critique your shit because it's easier to watch you through their edits. But the fact that you're saying I'm dumbfounded by the no life having people, even though I have no life, make that shit make sense. Talking about the shit I put out there for people to view. You don't want people to view. No, you don't want critique. And honey, that's not reality. It's just not. People are allowed to have opinions about you. You can't control it, narcissist. You just can't.
Have to make so much drama out of our lives that are just so boring now. You know what I mean?
Did y'all see the community tabs, right? I don't have to go backwards, right? I don't have to take you back. There's a few screens to everything she said about somebody's deceased partner, bringing up their kids, because yet again, she's a jealous grandma barren bitch, as she said her own words a few lives ago. Like I said, Chantel, you like to start shit, and then like a coward, you can't even stand by your shit. Now all of a sudden, you're just this innocent victim. I don't understand why people are picking at me. For who? Your new bot followers? Get the fuck out of here. You're not fooling anybody, and your cheerleaders will be your cheerleaders no matter how much of a lying ass, dirty house having degenerate you are. But the rest of us are not on your side, never will be.
Like, I get it, you need to feed your kids with hate money.
I don't know if this is to anybody else, but I guarantee you they've got more going on for them than your fucking content. And even if they didn't, they're allowed to make money critiquing your shit. Stop worrying about how people feed their kids. I know it all goes back to food. You can't have the food they want to feed their kids. How about that? Are you jealous because they're feeding their kids? Is it because that was all you got growing up was food? Most people take care of their kids in other ways too, dum-dum. But you wouldn't know because you're not a mom. You have all this critique. You have all this expert opinion on how people should raise their families, but you've never done it. So how can we take advice from somebody who's never lived that life? Dum-dum, shut the fuck up. She makes me so annoyed with the life advice when you do poor life choices constantly and you document it. You just don't want anybody to call out your poor life choices, but you put it out there for people to call out. So what, ma'am? Like, you don't want the press, but you put your shit out there to be pressed. Duh.
But I don't know how you live with yourselves. Really.
I live fine.
I'd really like to know why it's okay for these people. And if you think that I'm the unhinged one, go on these hate channels.
It's okay because you put it out there. I know it's hard to get through that dense layer of glucose testing, diabetes, fat around your brain. And like I said, I'm a big girl. So if you want to come at me for that, go ahead. Don't care. I'm in a good life, honey. But you put this shit out there. Like, if somebody wanted to take what I am doing and talk shit about it, it's their right. I can't control that. I tell you this, as a diagnosed schizophrenic, as a person with problems. It's not like I can't pop off. I pop off at you all the time now because you do this dumb fuck shit, and it's fun to call it out. But people are allowed to talk shit about you. You cannot control that. You do not seem to understand that. And that is why it is fun to do this for real. Whether it's funded or not, some of us see the buttons you put out there and we want to press those buttons. We are allowed under the fair use to critique the work you put out there. This is your job. We are your bosses. We can critique you.
And look at their video list. They have thousands for years of videos picking me apart, saying disgusting things about.
It is an archive. You put that content out there. You thought you could dirty delete it. If you did not want that, you should not have put it on the internet space. You say somebody has thousands of stuff just about you. They're allowed to. There are book reviewers, movie reviewers, content creators who have been on YouTube for years critiquing the stuff that is put on this site. It happens. And if you don't want this, you could disappear. Like, stop your channel. This is on you. If you're going to be a public figure, you have to deal with eyes being on you. You have to deal with people critiquing your shit. It is a reality. And I'm not sorry for that.
Me and my husband, like, ew, how do they sleep together? All these disgusting things about our bodies. He's a user.
Like, for real, if it did not apply, people are going to talk shit about your relationship. If you put your relationship out there, people are going to. If it ain't the truth, who the fuck cares? But we see that you were oppressed. Look at, you're sitting on the floor in Kuwait, one of the probably beautiful cities in that country. And you are complaining about reaction channels, calling out your lack of chemistry with your contract husband because it gets to you, because you know that you couldn't show us even if you wanted to, and that's fun for us. You shouldn't be subjecting yourself to this, but you do because you don't have anything else going for you. So stop with this wannabe circular logic, because it's not going to work on those you're trying to get through. Those who are watching you are probably confused as fuck, and now you're sending them our way. So I don't know.
All unfounded claims they have no proof for whatsoever. They act like they're living with us. It's so invasive.
No! We act like we are taking the shit you're saying, the way you are handling this new life of yours, and picking it apart. And if you weren't in the chat, you wouldn't know what the fuck we were saying about you. So, like...
You know nothing. I hate to tell you, but you are all idiots. I don't...
Pot meat, big fat kettle, stupid. Like, for real, we're all idiots, but you're sitting there studying what these idiots are saying, so... What's that make you? Like, you sit there taking all the shit we've said about you and Salah so to heart. And, like, do you really need any more shit in your heart with all the butter, sodium, and other calories you put in it? Don't do this to yourself. Your ego cannot handle any critiques, any bad talk. You only want positive and head pats. So why the fuck are you so deep in the reaction channels that talk shit about you? You need to be above it in your secular Muslim life. Why the fuck are you studying the shit that's being said about you if you know it's going to be toxic and negative? YouTube don't care. It is under fair use for the most of us because we are transforming your lack of a life into actual watchable content. It is views for them, so as long as we keep it within the TOS. You say we're bullying, you literally have a community tab, which people have screen grabbed because we know you like the dirty delete, where you literally attack somebody to see spouse and kids yet again. So you can't play the victim there, Orphan Annie.
I don't know if people are just obviously mad that I'm just living a good life now.
Not mad, don't care, love that you're pressed. Honestly, that is on me. I can't speak for other people because I'm not other people. Not mad, honey. Pressed your buttons is a mood for me. You're pissed, and it is funny to call out.
Like, you know, but why is it okay for these people with the thousands of videos about us Every day.
It's okay because they made a career out of it. YouTube allows for people to make a career reacting to you, critiquing your life. You put your life out there. It is fair use as a reviewer. Her reaction is a fair use critique of the content you put out there. I don't know why you don't get that yet. I don't know why you don't get that a lot of people are allowed to critique the content you put on YouTube. Whether you say, oh, how can they do that when I have no life now? It's still interesting to pick that apart. It is. And if you don't want that, do something about it. Make it where you don't have the content viewable by us anymore. You love the dirty delete, but there are always going to be people that show your stuff.
We sit back, we say nothing. We live our lives. But when I retort once or twice, they cry. They cry.
There's no crying, dum-dum. Like, I know it's hard for you. You're doing more whining than most of us. We literally came at you hard, and now, like a coward, you're like, oh, I'm the victim. I only retaliated twice. I just watched you complain about the Temu car again. I don't give a fuck about your car. You literally dragged somebody's deceased partner into your fight because you have to go low and then act like you don't go low. Then you had to preface that fuck shit with an extra paragraph of nonsense to defend by dragging in another person who isn't you. You're not even defending on your own self because you can't stand on your own 2 feet. We've seen that. You leaned up against a fridge. Why can't you fight for Chantal yourself? Why do you have to always drag in extra factors? Because you know the shit you're doing is dirty and fucking underhanded. You're a fraud. And that is why I love critiquing your shit. Because I like calling out fake ass bitches like you.
Cry. They turn around and cry and make more content and more content out of it.
Yeah.
What's furthermore?
I love making content now. And I'll even give you a solid. My views have gone up since calling out your fuck shit. But I think the only reason is because I'm not better at this reaction stuff than other people. There are way better, cleaner cut reaction channels out there. I think people are just tired of not being able to see and hear somebody call out your fuck shit for what it is, who isn't worried about being monetized because that was never the goal. The goal is to full on critique you in a manner that is as low and dirty as you are. And they love to come here because I say the stuff that other reaction channels cannot say. Honestly speaking, you complain about your dirty house and then don't want that called out. You have no chemistry with Salah. You don't want that called out. You only want head pats and gold stickers. I ain't got none of those for you, honey. So yeah, they come for the dark side. Welcome to the channel.
Discuss are none of their business. Like our sex life. Like, we are a Muslim couple and we're very...
I'll even give you that. I don't give a fuck about it. It's fun because it's a button to push. But honestly, she ain't giving her the D. We know it. She knows it. She is just so pressed and it's fun.
About that. That's none of your business. Like, what kind of adult person asks these kinds of...
Several adults. You were an adult that used to put your business out there. So stop acting like it's not an adult thing. It would be more adults and we would probably have less problems in the world if people would talk more about sex. The whole acting repressed shit is why so many wars and other stupid moral-based fuck shit goes on in our society. Sex is not the enemy. But people who aren't having sex always tend to be like, why are you talking about sex? You should think of the children. My child's grown, stupid, so I can talk about sex all I want. I educated my son when he was 16 about what to do, what not to do, because that's what parents do. Once again, I have a actual life in this. You don't. So when you give advice about what people do and say around their kids, you're not coming from a good place, we know. But once again, you can't lob that shit at me because I haven't had the new baby yet, not pregnant yet, planning on it. So you can't even use that dry ass, dumbass insult against me. My son is 18. None of your insults work. So shut the fuck up, dum-dum.
Questions. What are you teaching your children by acting this way in front of them? I'd really like to know.
I just said I taught my son very well. He's a grown man now. He has a good head on his shoulders. He's doing his life his way. And he still lives here before you try that shit too. Like, there's nothing you could say to me that would apply. But if you're talking about other people's kids and how they raise their kids, you've never raised kids, so mind your fucking business, you barren ass bitch.
It's really gross. People just not moving on from my past.
Gross like the past you put up there. People not moving on from the past that you put up there. Your threesome stories and your poop and vomit stories and your chasing Natter's fucking whole ass arc. Getting mad because he dumped you for Dee Dee. Claiming abuse when you were literally going to give that man an alibi for a serious allegation. You don't want that life thrown in your face, but that was your life. They're just repeating the shit you put on the internet. You did it, Chantal. And I'm not going to stop saying that. You can't run away from who you are. You keep trying to reinvent yourself, putting on them masks, putting on them hijabs. But this is who you are. You can't play the victim. I want to hurry up because it's already over an hour, y'all. It's Saturday. I want to enjoy my Saturday, and my family's probably like, oh, she's at it again. And I want to spend time with them because unlike what Chantel says, some of us do love our families and have a life. Just making this content is this extra spice on the flavor that is our life. And I'm sure she'll probably try to use that too because she steals stuff. Old thieving ass, dirty ass house.
Yeah, once in a while, I think I have the right to point out hypocrisies. Like somebody with...
Do you though? Do you have the right? Because if you have the right to do that, we have the right to volley it back. It will be a back and forth. Your feelings will get shredded. Like, we're not saying you don't have the right to do this. It's content for us when you do. But you complain about everything and shut the fuck up with your complaints. You put this out there, yet you don't want no press back. That's not how this works.
A bad past of choosing partners, commenting on my husband with no proof of anything.
And this is how I know you were probably talking about both me and FFG. But you're not brave enough to say it to me directly. FFG did mention a bad partner once, and you can't let that go. I mentioned that I had a bad partner, a very abusive partner, and that is why I call your fuck shit with the Natter stuff out, because I do not want to ever be in a situation ever again where I feel trapped and like I can't get out. My partner understands that because we are literally best friends. He knows why I plan. Just in case I ever have to be on my own again, because I'm not afraid to be on my own again. Being in an actual abusive relationship made it better to be on my own for a bit. But you did not like that call out, and I know it. So you want to pick apart my ex? Go ahead. He's a bum. Talk all the shit about my ex. I don't give a fuck. That's what you say when somebody really hurts you. But the fact that we have called that nasty man in Canada all kinds of names, you get pressed about that too. You're weird. Like, I don't trust anything you said about that whole 3-week booty call that you're still trying to push as in a relationship. You're not the victim of the week, Chantal. Shut the fuck up.
Salah is very providing. He's very loving.
Who cares?
He's not abusive. And the rest is not your business.
This is all the words of a liar. And yeah, it might not be our business, but you chose to use that man as your gotcha. So yeah, people are allowed to pick his life apart because you put him in there. If you wanted to really have been private about your new Muslim life and relationship, you could have said, I'm married, left him out of the thing. But he tried to be a superstar in your life. He tried to be the superstar accessory in your life because we know he's not really in your life the way you want him to be. We're allowed to critique him too. So if you want to say he's a good man, it's the word of a liar. Who cares? We don't believe you. We believe he's a bum that's living off your mukbang money.
Why is there so much drama over our new car? Like, what?
Nobody cares about that. I'm going to tell you. Maybe there are some people, because I can't speak for everybody. I don't give a fuck about your car. I don't. I don't care about your fucking car. I'm here for the failed cooking videos and your sad ass mukbangs and sometimes quipping about how your life is pathetic. That's it. I don't give a fuck about the car. She is so pressed about that car. And now I know that now that you've given yet again the button, people are going to talk shit about that car again. Like, we know you were in FFG's chat probably last night, as once again we talked about the fart box and that car again. Way to go, heifer. Wow.
It's an expensive car. So.
Oh my god, the fucking car. Thank you. Yeah, I love these. Such a cute car. Such a cute car. It's on my brain. Such a cute dog.
I thought I was broke. I thought I'm not making the views I was. I thought.
Yeah, she watched my takedown. Oh my god. I'm so touched, Chantal. Hi, bitch. I know you're watching. Yeah. Several things can be the same at once. Your views are down because people are sick of seeing the diabetic eat themselves to unalive status. It's just a reality. Your views are down, the money's down. We're allowed to speculate because that is what critiquers do. Also, we are allowed to say that you make poor financial decisions. A $33,000 car when you didn't pay off the hoopty that you had in Canada. But who are you trying to impress? And then you say, you're not doing it to impress. We're just living our life. You're monetizing your life. So you're monetizing your life, but you don't want to pick a part of your life. How does that work? Man.
I'm super broke, so we have to buy bargain items. Again, scrutinizing the groceries I buy. Like, am I supposed to buy Gucci?
Like, I don't care about any of that because, like I said, I'm not going to do the grocery hauls. They're weird, and she was sitting on the couch the last one with a fucking neck fan. So that's the level. If you want to watch, there's plenty of reaction channels, fun reaction channels that react to her grocery haul. Girl, please. Garlic Bread gives a good analysis of her shit. I don't care about her life like that. I will pick apart these mukbangs and the cooking videos if she ever gets back to them because now that I know that she watches and I pick apart. I even gave and that's what I wanted to do because before I wrap this up, because this is getting long, y'all, and I love barbecue chilling. Thank you so much. I will give credit where credit's due. Watch her whole stream. She had that big glob of ketchup and complained in that mac and cheese vid about how she had barbecue sauce. So I gave you tips on how you could turn that ketchup, repurpose stuff, since you're going to be Madam Home Cook, into a barbecue sauce. Brown sugar, vinegar, maybe even a little bit of spicy jalapenos or some of that pickled juice. You can make your own Chantal barbecue sauce with the ketchup you love to put on everything. Honestly, y'all, I don't want to hear this bitch no more. I said what I had to say in the last react to this beef stew, basically. West African. I miss BB trying to call out mukbang shit. We know that you miss your past. We know that you messed up with that man. We know that you watch our content and you think we're just no life losers that have nothing to do but talk about you. I don't care. Say it. I will just keep living my life and proving you wrong. It does not hurt my feelings that a liar who lies in a contract relationship that ran to another country because you couldn't find love in Canada. Like, I've literally ingested so much of this chick's life so far. The shaved head streams were a trip. Like her saying that she was passed around like it was nothing. And look, I don't normally clown on sex workers. Here in the States, especially, sex work is a lucrative, needs to be protected field of work. So it just trips me out that this bitch that used to be pro sex work is now trying to shit on sex. She's weird. And that's why I have fun, like a lot of people calling her out, but this channel is full on hardline critique of your content, hardline critique through better edits of reaction channels. So I will always give credit where credit's due. If you want to finish this, there's not that much left because Barbecue Chill and Condensed a whole week of fuck shit, including that awful community tab rage. And I'm glad that I was able to record this the way I did. But I am done, y'all. I really need to get my day started. It is almost an hour and 12 minutes of me taking this heifer down. So this Calling Out the Heifer series will be interesting, will be long form. Have me on the background if you want. Please leave feedback. I appreciate this community. Girl World has been so accepting. Your channels do keep it clean, but I don't. So if you don't want to associate with me, I'm fine with that. If you ever have problems with me using your videos, please hit me up. But I do try in my best way to distance myself from y'all. I just use your great edits. My views are my views. It is not all of our views. And the fact that I even have to say that is sad. But I will. I stand by what I say about this heifer's lack of a life and bitch ass, punk ass, coward ass moves. And if you don't want to associate with that, that is fine by me too. I am an adult. I am old enough to stand by my own stuff. That's the way it is. I will see y'all next time. Thank you for watching.